We're back in Xiamen and we are headed to the factory today, and well, we kind of wanted to take you along for like the full experience because yes, we're taking you to the factory, we're showing you around, we're giving you boat updates, and we're gonna get a boat update today, but there is like so much that goes on that we haven't showed you yet, like the behind the scenes stuff, because it's never just as simple as like, here's my money and give me a boat. It takes over a year long process to get to, well, where we are now, which is right towards the tail end. It's wild to think that we have been living like this out of a suitcase for over a year now, and we don't have too much longer to go. And it just confirmed one thing, which is the fact that I am not a backpacker. I very much like having a home.
So we're staying in the Bin Bay area, which we showed you in our last video here. It's kind of this lovely park within a city, or city within a park, I guess. Lots of greenery, a little lake to walk around, mountains, restaurants. It's kind of the spot to be in Xiamen. The factory, on the other hand, is in the middle of nowhere in like an industrial area. There's not really many hotels right there. So HH sends us a car whenever we want to come into the factory, and it's about a 30 to 45 minute drive. And we use this time to kind of go over, what do we need to do today? What are we going to accomplish? Because you have this long list of things, and if you're not organized, it's just makes your mind explode because there's still a lot to do.
Here we are. This is us. Welcome to our office, or so it has become our office, at least whenever we're here. And I'm pretty sure everybody else's office is as far as if you are an HH customer coming to visit. So this is where we end up meeting with all of the different various team members, talking, through like variation orders or different aspects of the boat or something we're trying to work through. And then of course, because we are getting very close to the tail end of our build, we've also been collecting all of our stuff here, which we brought some of it with us in our suitcase when we came here the first time. And it just took up one small box. It was just the stuff we didn't want to continue to tote around in our suitcases. And then now it has grown to all of this, which some of it we have purchased here. And then a lot of it has come from like Erin, who is the owner of Hole Number 5, Endless Playtime. She came to check on her build, and she flew from California, which is where all of her stuff was, at my cousin Matt's house. So she brought some of it with her then. And then Eric from Morelli and Melvin, he came over and brought some of it with him. So now we collectively have all of our stuff that was left over from the boat, plus some of the extra stuff that we've bought. And this is it. This is everything we own, which is also really weird. Aside from one small suitcase sitting in our hotel room. Stop yelling at me.
What are you doing?
Jason needs another hard drive, so this is what happens. You go digging for it, and then I get very distracted looking at all of our stuff, and I get very excited. See, so we got marriage savers. These are wireless, waterproof, or water resistant headsets, so that we don't yell at each other. So then you can just talk softly. Maybe you should put this other one on.
No, I would rather yell.
Yeah. And,
oh my God.
And we got peepers.
Oh.
Got good binoculars.
Stabilized binoculars.
Torches.
Oh,
yeah, did they go this way or am I looking the wrong way? I don't know how to use it all yet. And it's like, while we're here, our days fly by so fast just because you're just going through so much. And it's all very exciting, right? Like each new thing gets you all jazzed up, but it also can be extremely overwhelming because it's also just a lot. And then tack on the fact that like our work lives and our personal lives are so intertwined and dependent upon each other. It's like just a whole nother level of stress. And when we did our health checkups in Thailand, like our bodies definitely showed those signs of stress. And even our doctor was like, you should really consider doing more yoga and maybe some meditation. Which we knew was coming. And then it's like, for me, because I tend to be a bit more stressed out than Jason does, he manages better than I do. So for me, I decided to take it a step further and start booking sessions with my therapist again. which is where today's sponsor, BetterHelp, comes in. And BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more accessible and affordable. And this is super important because if you're a traveler like we are, then finding a therapist is extremely difficult, or maybe there's just not many in your area, depending on where you live. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist a lot easier because it's online. And by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days. And they have a wide range of therapists to choose from. And what I really like is the fact that it's just a simple click of a button to request a new therapist at no additional cost. Because the first therapist that I tried was okay, but it just wasn't like the perfect fit. And I really wanted to have a good connection so that I would stay motivated to keep doing the sessions. So I requested a new therapist, and now I really like my therapist. Like, she has a lot of experience in childhood trauma, which I've talked about before, and I really like her approach with managing stress. Signing up is easy, and if you use our link in the description box below, you get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. And even with our crazy schedules and time zones, booking sessions is simple. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Just use the link down in the description or go to betterhelp.com/gonewiththewynns. Now, as for us, we need to get Miss Molly, who is our project manager, and she is the one that has spent umpteen hours with us going through emails and all these details and variation orders and everything else. So, go get Molly.
Nikki said VO, and I just thought I should explain what that is. Variation order. So when you order a boat, you have the spec list of everything that comes on the boat, and then you add things. And if you forget to add certain things, or if certain variations don't exist, then it's called a VO, or a variation order. And that is things for us like a dishwasher, an extra like handheld VHF walkie-talkie thing. You know,
No.
Well, you know.
No.
The handheld VHF, okay.
Yeah.
It's not a walkie-talkie. People are going to get upset that I said that. Okay. Different things like the boot stripe color and stuff like that. Anyway, Molly is, she's young, but she is so amazing. She's hyper-focused. She used to be an English teacher, so she speaks pretty good English, but she's very shy, so I don't know if she'll let us introduce her. But she's like our lifeline. So if you want to order anything, you have to use an app called Taobao. So anytime we want to order something special, like a water bottle or something, we have to call Molly. Can you help us order this? Mm-hmm. For the boat, you know, we'll talk about, I want to install our iridium, and I want the satellite to be here. And she's like, ooh, well, technically it can't be more than 5 meters away because that's what it says in the spec. I'm like, how did you know that? She just seems to know everything. She's been awesome, and we've been very fortunate to have her. And hopefully this is the last push for our sanity and for her sanity. Because
sanity.
Oh my God.
Paul, everybody.
I am so ready for this to be over. Nikki said I don't get quite as stressed as her, which is true, but it's still, it's not easy. And today is actually a really stressful day. My heart's kind of pumping. I feel like we've got some things that aren't happy things to go over, which we won't sort of cover here, but trying to film a video and be positive while you're dealing with like, do this thing, you know?
Oh, it's not that aggressive.
Yeah, it's not that. No, yeah, it's not like fighting. It's just kind of like, oh, I gotta do this thing that I don't want to do. It's an interesting process. It's a stressful process, and everyone that I know that's ever built a house kind of has a similar story. Mm-hmm. So it's amazing. I'm so excited to have it. I can't wait till we have it. I can't wait to be done with all this crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Okay. And there's Molly. We were just talking about you. Say hello to everybody, Molly, and that's all we can do. Molly's very shy.
This is the one you want me to sign. Sign away all my money.
That's the part that makes it all so stressful, is because you're just like watching dollar bills fly out the window.
I already looked at it online, so. Did you change anything?
No, we don't.
Oh, we already looked at it all online.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because you just signed that willy-nilly.
in the factory now. I want to give you a quick look at our boat.
You're not gonna tell us the weather?
Oh yeah, there's a typhoon coming. So we didn't put on the lav mics here because we just wanted you to hear everything. It's pretty loud in here, but I think we can still point out some of the exciting things. And normally we come at lunchtime when it's really quiet, nobody's on board. But today, we're gonna show you how many people, I assume there's a lot of people on our boat right now, how many people are on this boat. It is incredible. Okay, this is neat. They have the shaft going in right now. So they're measuring the shaft, leveling the shaft. Cool. They're gonna put the engines in soon, which are in this crate right behind me.
So these are our engines, which of course also have the electric motor attached as well, because we're doing the Eco Drive, which is a hybrid system. But we'll go over that in one of the upcoming videos.
We have our rudders here. They are carbon fiber all the way, super strong. We got our keels on with the winglets, which I don't think were on last time we were here.
Nope, they were just about to.
We got our washer dryer, our refrigeration.
No, they're already on the boat.
Oh, they're already on the boat. These are our folding transoms right here. They are ready to go on the boat as well. We are doing these custom fenders, and they were asking about how they can make fenders to sit on the end of the transoms when they're down. So that's what they're measuring.
Welcome to the chaos that is the factory, and there are at least 4, 5, 6 people that I can see just within line of sight. You can see all the wiring is starting to be run, so all of our electrical is going in right now, and it's wire chaos, or at least that's what it looks like to me. How they keep it straight, I mean, it's very organized, but even still, it just blows my mind.
Five people down here. They're working on the washer dryer, the lighting, the wiring. One guy's working on the soffit for the bed. It's nuts. But our washer dryer is right here.
Okay, here it goes.
That's the washer dryer.
They've got our fridge freezer, which is about to go in, or freezer freezer, or fridge, because this one is the one that is programmable so that we can make them both one or the other depending on what we need the most of. But the biggest reason we wanted this specific refrigerator is because it has the, oh man, Molly help me out,
R290,
which is much more environmentally friendly. I'll throw some information on the screen about it, but make sure and check your refrigerants when you're ordering your fridge freezers and make sure you're getting the one with the R290. Insert refrigerator here.
Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get down here. There's 6 people. I was gonna show you our workshop, but it's way back there.
Yeah. It's how many people deep? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Right as you walked out, 2 of them walked that way. So anyway, I squeezed in here real quick. So this is the workshop, and they've got the freezer in here. So freezer comes out, sits here, great for extra storage for when we're on passage. We'll stow away nicely in there. I can give you a quick tour of the
Workshop?
yeah.
You want me to jump down?
Hi, Molly.
Hi, Melanie. So this is where our batteries will be. This is all storage down there. All storage up here. And of course, the big workshop area with the drawer underneath and the fridge freezer cooler box. We also got our winches. These just came in. LUMINAR 55 Evo race winches, all electric. They look really nice. The little carbon fiber inset here, it makes it faster. Definitely.
It's like the racing stripe.
Exactly. It's where the little things you put in your hair when you cut them and you're young so you can run faster. Ah, that's it.
So this is the way it goes. You know, it's like you think, oh, I'm waiting so long, and oh, it's so hard to go over all these things. And And then this is what happens to us. We come out here, we look at the boat, and you start paying attention to all of the work that's going into this boat, and you think, I mean, I'm paying a freaking load of money, right? But I still don't know that it would be enough to cover me doing this on my own, because it's an insane amount of work. I mean, they've got fine grit sandpaper, and they are hand sanding to get every detail. Like, I mean, I just don't know that you see this on many other boats, but it just blows my mind. Like, level of detail and how many freaking hands are on this boat right now. I mean, this is why it's gonna be ready in, you know, only a month. It's like, that's it, we're on the home stretch here. And all these ladies and gentlemen and people are working so freaking hard. It's just, this is just like a piece you never even see. Like, this is what we're talking about here. This is the inside of a locker.
Yeah.
And that's what they're working that hard on. You know, so now imagine all the stuff you actually do physically see. If they're putting that level of work into the opening of my hatch, I think we're good on everything.
The very last thing I want to cover in here is probably the most debated topic on our YouTube channel, the dishwasher. We are at the one dishwasher option location, and it's a place called Fotile, and it's deeper than I thought it was going to be, and the mechanism actually looks higher quality than I expected from some of the other ones we were looking at online. Maybe I could get a dishwasher. Are we getting a dishwasher? I want one. Nikki doesn't think we need one. She says she has me. I have soft hands. You know the story. I think we found a dishwasher that fits perfectly right here in this square. Underneath is a closet. Nikki's willing to give up a little bit of closet space, so she's really taking one for the team on that. And then it got me thinking, she's not in love with the price. Anyway, I started thinking, I was like, hey, instead of making Nikki pay for it, if everybody just gives 5 cents, it'll pay for the dishwasher. Anyway, so all of you on Team Jason, hashtag Team Jason.
Donate 5 cents.
Anyway, yeah, it's gonna go right here. We haven't officially signed the VO yet, but I think we'll talk about it some more in the privacy of our own home. She's probably gonna, and then we'll see what happens.
Speaking of dishwashers, you can't have any dishes if you don't have a way to cook and make food to make a mess. But we now have an oven. It's all the little things. Starting to come together, people. Starting to come together. Oh, it's one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we'll take it here. Well, it's okay. We'll take it up. Okay, so this is one of the things that we have been debating about on do we want it, do we not want it, because we haven't seen it yet, which is shade covers, right? So they've added that into like their winch covers, wheeled cover, helm cover package. So now you can get these neat shade covers. And at first we were like, I like them, but they usually get held on with these snaps. So then you have all these metal snaps that have to get drilled into the boat or glued in, but most of the time they're screwed into the boat. We really didn't want to do that. So they said, we have a different solution. And they said suction cups, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But now that I see it, it actually does make it almost easier to quickly put up the shade. And I don't know, it might actually be a pretty good solution. I mean, I kind of like it. I think it's going to be super helpful for whenever the sun's blasting in, be able to quickly throw them up, quickly throw them back off whenever you set sail.
Okay.
And you can still, there's Molly trying to hold it up. It's got plastic all on the outside of the window, so we can't stick them on very well at the moment. But that was the other thing, is it's like, are you going to be able to see through it? And while it darkens it down, you still can see through. I like it. I mean, obviously we all have blinds, right? They always have these beautiful, lovely blinds. But then you can't see through, and that's kind of the idea behind the shades. Spend some more money.
Yeah. Sorry, Molly.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, don't let it slam on me.
Okay, we got it. Oh my gosh, okay, we'll probably catch up with you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Time to go. It's 5 o'clock. The day's like, man, it's like we just got here. We did 2 things, had a couple meetings, saw a couple boats. Now we're getting back in the car. I'm exhausted. Like freaking zonked. Oy. It's not all about me, is that what you're saying?
Yes. Help a girl out. Yeah. Pooped. I don't even know why. Like, you just find yourself tired.
Yeah.
See you back. Don't tell.
Bing.
One good thing about having a hotel to come back to at the end of the day is at least we aren't responsible for cooking and beverages and everything else, so it kind of takes the edge off.
We have a nice happy hour, but we figured we needed some tea first.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a long day, and like, so the first thing we do when we get back from the factory is kind of sit down with all of our notes and everything we did from the day, and then of course type like a recap email because there's so many different things that we have to follow up on.
Molly's taking notes, we're taking notes, there end up with like scribbles everywhere. It's just good practice because when it comes down to it 2 months later and you have a VO that you thought you ordered, you need to have written proof when it comes down to it. You can say, no, I said I wanted that 3 months ago.
Yeah, or vice versa. Like, you just can't even remember what you said or what you all agreed on. And you're kind of like, we were going to put that outlet in the, under the cover, no, above the cover, no, in the corner. No, we decided we couldn't do it in the corner anymore. It's like, you avoid all of that by just doing a recap of the day.
So our boat, like, it looks like it's in chaos. There's cord chaos, like we said. There's 30 people working on it. It's overwhelming in every aspect, but it's supposed to be done in about a month and a half, believe it or not. So
it looks like chaos and you're thinking, there's no freaking way. But in all fairness, like, hull number 1 wasn't that far along when we left, and hull number 2 looked exactly like our boat does right now. And that was 2 months ago, so that was the last time we were here. And now hull number 1 and number 2 are gone. They're done. So now it's all hands on deck for us, and focus is, because we are number 3 after all, and it's gonna start to go like full steam ahead at this point.
That's a day for us here in the factory, sort of what kind of goes on. And well, now it's just sit and edit for 2 or 3 days straight, give them some time to find the answers to the few questions we have remaining, and get back to us on any final pricing tweaks that we might have to do. I can't remember even what we've asked for. Oh my god, that's why we got to take notes.
I know, yeah, exactly. I think it's like we've got like 2 or 3 more like little pending questions, and that's really truly it. We signed, well, you signed last of the like little variation orders today, and I mean that's mostly it for the decision making. At least on that, now we're just down to like housewares. What cups are we gonna get?
Oh, God,
like
now
what
we gotta
plates?
Start ordering everything
I
else.
know.
Oh my god.
Extra like safety equipment that doesn't come with the boat, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where we are. Anyway.
Guzzle this tea so I can move to wine.
Oh, thanks so much for, I guess, joining us for this crazy day, and for all things before and after that will be a part of all of this. We are still in the state of overwhelm. I don't know, it's going to be that way for a bit, I think. But we've got some other exciting things coming up because we did film the sea trials.
HH88, HH44.
Yeah, so you're going to get to see a completed boat next time. Gonna get to go sailing on an 88. I mean, that's the biggest boat we've ever been on in our entire lives, just about, I think, other than like a cruise ship. So anyway, we'll see you for that next time. Thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye.
Where are you going? We gotta do this.
I'm gonna stop the camera.